welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim, and this is a podcast all about knitting and spinning and dyeing of yarn. I do it all right here in my home outside of Lima, Ohio. I forgot to bring my show notes up before I started talking. How is everybody today? It is a cold, freezing rain day here, but I don't have to go outside today. I do feel for my puppy because she has to go outside. But such is the life of a dog. People talk about a dog's life. Well, my dog doesn't necessarily have it easy. Any dog does it if they have to go outside and, do their business. I got sidetracked very easily, didn't I? I'm so glad you came to visit today. I'm sorry. I'm doing pretty good today. I just got sidetracked. Today is January 15th, and this is my 150th episode. I had somebody say something about maybe I should do something special for this one, but I don't have anything special to do right now. So we'll just go, yay! Sorry, I just blew your ears out, didn't I? It's 150. Yay! Okay, you can find me all over the internet. I am on Ravelry as NapiersKnits and Naturally Kim's Knitting Podcast Group. I am on Etsy as NapiersKnits. I don't have much in there right yet, but I will be adding more soon. Instagram, you can find me as knittin_Kim. And you can find me as Naturally Kim's Knitting on YouTube, Blogger, and WordPress. I always am afraid I'll forget something. I didn't have anybody new join this week. Probably when I start another knit along, then I'll have somebody. But, not yet. Oh, well. If you know of anybody who's interested in a fun little I think it's a fun podcast. Please invite them to watch. I would love to have more people join. Just because I love talking to you guys and finding out where you're from. And then I think, oh, I have friends from here and here and here and here. Because I do think of you guys as my friends. Maybe this isn't true, but I feel like you're my friends. Okay, jumping right into it. Let's see. What has been going on this week? Well, I didn't have a very good weekend. I was rather down this weekend. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to work up a smile for the podcast today, but talking to you guys just helps. My friends, Janie, Jenny, and Linda all know why I was so sad. But my trip to England is at the very least going to be severely modified or possibly can't do it. I didn't save as much money as I was hoping I would. That's one of the reasons I haven't been sending prizes, because it's so expensive. But if I end up not going, I may start that again. Right now, I can't do it until I find out. My friend Janie said she's going to take over the planning for another day or so, and so I'll find out in another couple days how she's doing, because I spent a year and a half, and then to find out you're not going, it does bring you down. Okay. We have a couple knit-alongs going on right now. We'll be starting another one beginning of February. I haven't decided which one yet, but I'll probably let you know next week so you can get prepared for it. So we have a finished object knit-along, which I carry over every month. I start a new thread, and that's a really easy knit-along to do. All you have to do, take a picture of your items, post them on the thread, Finished Objects January. If there's a pattern name, put that in there and post it. And as long as you're a member of Naturally Kim's Knitting Podcast Group, you can win a pattern from Ravelry. Sorry. Then we have Myla's Knit Corner. Are any of you, I know one or two are working on the Wonder Shawl. Are you working on the Wonder Shawl? Myla was so good to give us a discount, and then she's going to donate one of her patterns as a prize. So I am so tickled. I like Myla. Myla, I like you a lot. So anyways, that one goes through the end of January. So you do have to be a member of Naturally Kim's Knitting, and we are working on the Wonder Shawl. It's not difficult, but if you work on it consistently, you should still be able to get it done. It's very hard for me to say because I'm not a monogamous knitter. So it takes me a little longer to finish things, but I'm fine with that, as long as I don't have a deadline. Okay. Woo! Anybody who has any knit along, craft along, crochet along ideas, go ahead and post them at the end of the show notes so I can get some other ideas. You've given me many ideas. I just, I want to have a huge list to pick from. Might last for a couple of years. Okay, time to get going with what I have been knitting. Well, the temperature afghan is getting closer to coming out of hibernation. It's getting closer again. And that's just the Cozy Memories blanket. I'm making it for my daughter using a temperature chart that I got from, I'll have to think what it's called. I'm afraid I'm going to say the wrong thing. I will look it up and I will try to let you know. But I just used Picks Swish DK, and I love the way it's turning out. I like the colors, everything, and size 4 needles. So it's coming closer to coming out. Then I have 3 socks. 3. Count them, 3. I know he doesn't watch this, so I can show it to you and tell you who it's from. This is for my father-in-law, and it's the racing stripe pattern that didn't turn out on the variegated, so I decided I'm going to try it again. And you can see it a little bit better on here, but let me see, because I want to give credit where credit's due. The toe and the heel and the ribbing is all from Ryberry yarns, the Red Fox. And there's www.ryberryyarns.com. And this color was called Red Fox. And it's 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon. And it is lovely. And then my favorite yarn, I haven't been able to order from them, but I got this one from Knit Crates. And when I saw the name, I just fell in love with it. Because, if you don't know, I watch Critical Role, which is a Dungeons and Dragons show that's on Twitch. Good show. So, it's called Critical Role. This yarn is Critical Sheep. Isn't that cute? I just love it. This is called the D4. In case you don't know, in Dungeons & Dragons, you use different dice. You use one that has 4 sides, one that has 6 sides. Somebody's going to get me because I don't remember. 8 sides, 10. No 8. A D10. No, there's an 8. D8, D10, and a 12. No, 12 and a 20. I may have my numbers wrong. It's been a while since I've actually played. Anyway, so this is called D4. And it's a 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and this is called Veil. Not the pattern, but the yarn is called Veil. And I love both these yarns. I love both these yarns. So that it's not a Christmas present, but it's a present for my father-in-law, Ronald. Then, the other ones don't have a pattern because I'm working on one pattern at a time. But this is for somebody special in my life who likes John Deere. The store I bought it from is Frankelyy. I don't have the tag anymore. I think my husband, he, he sees them around and he thinks, oh, she doesn't need that. But they're on Etsy, and I searched for John Deere yarns. And I love it. It's not as green as I thought, but it does have the yellow and the green in it. If you don't know John Deere tractors, they're primarily green with some yellow, but that's okay. I'm not going to be picky. I'm hoping he won't be either. Ta-da! That's just the side of the toe. Sorry. Ta-da! I'm sorry. At least I'm smiling today and laughing. That's always a good thing. Then I'm sitting in a different chair because I always put my knitting in this chair and it's always falling over everywhere. Well, my desk chair is bigger, so I thought, okay, today I'll put everything on the desk chair. So this chair doesn't turn or anything. Then this yarn is, I won't say it right, so I will show it to you. It's that yarn. I worked with this yarn before, if I remember right. They don't have names. But it's 75% virgin wool, 25% nylon. I don't even know what the color is. I don't see a number or anything, so I don't know. But these are for the soup kitchen. Yes, I started my first pair of socks for the soup kitchen. And you can kind of see all the different colors that I started out with. Now, these are not matchy-matchy. Afraid it's going to fall off. This is one sock. Ta-da! I like the way it changes colors. Kind of fades into the next one. Sorry. There we go. I told you I'm afraid I'm going to lose stitches, and yes, I did. And there's the other one. Like I said, not matchy-matchy, but I'm fine with that, and I'm hoping whoever gets it is fine with that. So I think it's lovely. Like I said, I love the way the colors fade into each other. So then, way back when, my first wool dyeing job. My husband laughs at me when I say I'm dying, because, he doesn't think like I do. I should hope not. That's why we make a good couple. Anyways, way back when, my first dyeing job, I decided to do a purple, kind of a gradient yarn. And you can see that is a really dark purple. And then I have lighter. It works into lighter. Well, right now I am on this color for my chemo cap. Isn't that nice? It'll make a nice warm cap for some child. I'm very happy about that. Now I'm trying to decide which way to go. If you notice in the beginning, there was a picture of something that was draped over my drying rack. That was my granddaughter's roving for the yarn that I'm finishing spinning for her sweater. And this is the singles. I just finished spinning this yesterday. Now I will ply this today, so it'll be a 3-ply yarn like what I'm using in her sweater. But I shouldn't say that because I dyed this yarn. It's a merino nylon yarn, so it'll be a nice soft one, but by using 3-ply it will be warm enough, for this weather out there, or this time of year out there. You may have also noticed in the preview, my grandson got his hair cut. I thought I would be really sad, but he's so cute. How can I be sad? I would love to have some of the curls, though. But he, And then there's also pictures of my granddaughter, the little artist. And of course, my grandson's big into cars. I don't know if I put one on there or not, but anyways, this is my next chemo cap that I finished. This also is yarn that I dyed and spun on my own. And I love the way it turned out. It took an entire, well, it wasn't a very big ball, because this was one of my first spinning jobs. And it took the entire ball to make this hat. I think I have like maybe that much left. I can't make one hand go that big. So anyways, yes, that's my chemo cap for this time. Like I said, I've got another one started. Now I'm trying to think because I've kind of gone all over. So the garden gnome hoodie will be coming up as soon as I show you my next thing that I finished. Oh, it fell on the ground. Just a moment. Here, this big chair was supposed to hold it, and it didn't. So if you remember, I told you I was making a little dress for my grandniece, my husband's grandniece, but you know, since I'm married to him, she's my grandniece too. And this is the Marion dress. I was going to forget what it was called. And I have finished the body. Today, I'm working on the button band. Yep, that's where it buttons up. If this was my own dye yarn, but I love it. You know, the colors are a little bit wild because it was a variegated, but I love the way it works up. And the pattern is just so gorgeous. I love it. I love it. And I'm hoping they love it for her. I questioned how long it was because I told my husband, but when she starts crawling or walking, she'll trip over it. Well, I've decided, you know, I don't think she will, but hopefully, you know, it'll be okay. So, yay. This is for little baby Claire. So, yay. I love making things for other people, as you should know, because I'm always talking about them. Okay, now, just so you remember, I am an affiliate with KnitPicks, and if you go down to the show notes and click the KnitPicks link under Fun Stuff, it will take you right to their store, and anything except for patterns and gift cards, I can get a couple pennies put into an account, and then I can maybe buy some little things that I can give. Okay, so as far as my resolutions, I did get my Straight and Narrow Road pattern published. It's $2.50 in the Ravelry store. Many of you got it for free, and I'm very glad you did. I've made one chemo cap so far this year. And as far as everything else, nothing yet. Okay. If you would like to see what my book reviews, I will put a link in the show notes. Because I don't remember what I've read this week and reviewed this week. I don't remember. That's awful, isn't it? But hey. Okay, I've got 2 crafting books to review. And this is one of those make in a day books. And I like those. I like many of them. This one is Wedding Crafts. And it's, there's 15 fast and fun projects. So let me show you a few of them because they are very cute. There are simple little name tags to make. Aren't those cool? These are the items you need to make it. Isn't that cool? And they give you ideas for table centerpieces. Oh, a wedding card book. And like I said, they have pictures of the things you need to make the item. Then they have written directions. They also have in words, what you need to have to make it. And each step has a picture and then the written out instructions. And I like that. Oh, this is cute. I saw it, but I forgot. A wedding display, a wedding picture display. One of the things my son and daughter-in-law had thought about doing for their wedding was to take wedding pictures of other relatives. And that would have been a cool display. I think they kind of gave up on it because I don't know that they were able to get what they wanted. But, you know, that's okay. Then they have silverware holders. I mean, none of these are difficult to do. Oh, wedding confetti. Sorry, it's kind of glaring. It's because it's also a light color. You can't hardly see it. Let's see. uh, they have a keepsake tags display. Cool. That's where, you know, guests can put messages. They have some fun things. Well, I'll show it. Lighting decor. And yes, that wouldn't take very long to make at all. Little votive candles in it. Oh, I like this. If you don't want your flower girl to toss the ribbons, or the petals, you can make this, and it's on an embroidery hoop. You could also put that on the front of a basket, I would imagine. That is beautiful. I like that. So this is Wedding Crafts Make in a Day, and it's from Dover, of course, and it's $14.95. Guess what? I will probably be putting this in a prize soon. Okay. Then this one will not be a prize. I love making lotions and soaps and all kinds of things. So of course, when they had this one available, I grabbed it. Spa Apothecary, Natural Bath and Beauty Recipes. And oh my goodness, I love this book. Let me tell you up front, it's $18.95, and I would have paid that for it. It is from Dover, but let me show you some of the things. I mean, they tell you some of the basic things that you need for your pantry for some of these things. And then they show you like some of the containers that you could use. And then the first one the first section is face and hand care. So of course you've got exfoliating lip scrub, lip balm, facial oil, a face wash, lots of different things in there. And then they go into, well, they have masks. There aren't pictures, I'm sorry. I love beard oil and beard balm. I had never thought about beards needing those things, but I guess they would. Anybody who has a beard, I guess you would appreciate things like that. A foaming hand wash, toothpaste, body scrub, an exfoliating leg scrub, a Wicked Good shave butter. And like I said, this is just filled with wonderful things. Bath salts. They even have bath bombs that would be probably more fun for a man because they're more woodsy scents and everything. Bath oil. Lotion bars. I've tried making lotion bars. Just me, I don't care for them. I do have other friends who do like them though. Deodorant. Now, my only issue, I've discovered I cannot put baking powder under my arms. So many of the natural deodorants have that. What I've done instead is I put 2 parts of arrowroot in and taken away the baking soda. And for me, it works, as far as I know, it works just as well. I never have issues. Then they put a spray deodorant. I've never thought of a natural spray deodorant. Okay, it just has a little bit of arrowroot in it. I looked at this last night, but I didn't really look at any one thing. They have solid perfumes and they have roll-on perfumes, which I have done those. And then they get into the hair care. I mean, hair care, baths, everything. So if you are interested in making your own things, or if I mention something you have a question about and you'd like me to make it, this is Spa Apothecary. And like I said, it's by Dover Publications, $18.95 for the book. And to me, it's well worth it because you do save. I figured it out once because I have a big bottle of Castile soap that I use as the basis for my shampoo. And by making my own shampoo, I save so much. Okay. I don't see anything else, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I only have 2 different colors of yarn in my shop. That will be changing. I'm hoping to make some by the weekend. I hope. I hope. I hope. Anyways, thank you guys for brightening my day up. Because, like I said, I've not been in a pleasant mood the last few days. It might get better depending on what my friend Janie can find. Or I may just be kind of, a little sad, but I'll come around to it. Because I already told my husband, if I don't get to go on this trip, I'm getting a KitchenAid mixer. Not nearly the same price, but Anyways, that's all that I have to share today. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week. I hope you have success with your crafty goodness things, and I hope you don't make any mistakes. If you do make mistakes, I hope they're just little teeny tiny ones that are easy to correct. Big hugs to each and every one of you. I love you all, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.